Good evening, everybody. Today is Sunday, September 11th. We are going to explain how sensing, believing, and knowing, in terms of perception, could help us to learn or to teach a language. Well, first of all, we try to get emphasized on memory. We are going to talk about memory first. Memory. Memory is a process, or maybe is collecting, storing, recalling, and reminding information. Okay, so recalling, storing, and recollecting information. But how we could do this? Through a brain process. Brain process. What is the brain process? Brain process is when you try to use, first of all, senses. Senses. When we are talking about senses, we have to talk about the absorb information from the outside. Okay? When we absorb information from outside, we have to use our sight, our taste, our smell, our touching, and hearing. Okay? Senses is recollect information from outside. Okay? But now we are going to talk about perception. What is perception as a brain process? Perception. Perception is perceive the information. Now, perception is when we tell ourselves stories by selecting, organizing, and interpreting that information to get a knowledge. So, perception is when a process such as select, such as organize, and such as interpret get us the knowledge. Okay? So, what is selecting? Select is choose the information that you want to acquire. Organize. Organize is put on working that information that you are focused on. And interpreting is when you take the criteria to get right or wrong your decisions. Okay? Well, what else? What else? As we are talking about memory, and we would like to know more about knowing. Knowing is all this information that you recall, recollect, store, and remind makes a knowing. But all people try to get the information through the perception, and that's the difference between perception and knowing. Perception is when you try to take the information, select it, organize it, and interpret it. That's the reason because senses and perception are joined. Okay? This join makes that the knowing gets answers. But these answers are or must to be through. So, knowing and perception are different kind of stuff, okay? But knowing, what is knowing? Knowing is take answers and make reality convincing for all people. Make reality convincing for the people. How? Giving them answers for people. So, as the question that the teachers ask us, so is how all this process try to get on learning and teaching. Okay, so knowing get us or take us to the teaching and get us to the learning. But how? Through answers and through the truth. Through the truth, we can make reality convincing for the people. Okay? Now, besides, we have to talk about beliefs. Why you believe? Your belief. So, the process, the brain process of believing goes through 4 types. What is this four type that we perceive? First of all, we have interpretations. Second of all, predictions. The third one is evaluation. And the fourth one, the conclusion. Okay? Explaining these 4 types is that interpretations. This belief is through our experience. So this experience can be interpreted by explaining the meaning of the concept that you want to acquire. Okay? Belief is the experience that we predict such as how? The statement that you're gonna have on the future. Okay? This is what you're gonna predict of you want to acquire. Okay? The experience that you believe in the third type is the evaluated. The experience evaluated is the judgment of quality that you have. And the last one is the conclusion. Conclusion, as we get in the perception, is the criteria. Is the criteria that you get of this process. This join your criteria to get the things right or wrong. Well, that's all for this topic, so I hope that you enjoy my video. Bye bye and see you in class.